Hey, you guys! It's your other father. I gotta stop saying that. I'm your father. Last I checked, or last I was convinced. And see, that's the interesting thing. Oh, look at those flowers! So I've been kind of afraid. I don't like to admit certain things. Being afraid is totally normal. It's okay to be afraid. It's a human characteristic that we have when we have doubts and we're anxious. Trying to have more faith. And it's very difficult, I've noticed, for me. Because I can have faith with just a little drop. Bink. And I can lose it with just a little drop. No different than how your grandpa says certain things. Things that start wrong will end wrong. I've been given plenty of opportunities, to be honest with you. Your grandpa's been nice. Sometimes I think it's too nice to me. But no matter what, he still loves. I don't want you guys to think that I have forgotten about you. In fact, right now it's the holidays, and it hurts. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But man, is that little bit a lot. Like a drop. Like when I told you guys that I love you guys a little bit. But it's potent, strong. It's a lot. People will see something very small and they'll think it's insignificant. When the reality is, sometimes the most smallest things can make the biggest impact. The love I have for you guys is such. And I miss you guys a lot. And I wanted to take that feeling away from myself. Because it was not allowing me to move forward. Yet to take that feeling away from myself is to also take away any desire to move forward. The very thing that keeps me going is the very thing I was trying to let go of. Love never dies. Love keeps on going. Love is forever. Love is the immortal. At least true love. Unconditional love. It hurts to be away from you guys. It really does. It hurts so much that I didn't want to feel that. I tried to remove myself from it. And the only thing that happened was I became empty. It's only by going through that pain that I really understand how much I need to feel that pain. If I don't feel that pain, I'm not going to do something about it. Same thing like right now, it's winter time. You don't really appreciate the small differences of degrees. Earth is tilted by just a smidgen, small smidgen. And the poles on opposites. Something gets closer to the sun. Something is far away from the sun. Someplace, I should say. It's only when you're just a smidgen away, a little bit, that makes a big difference. A little that makes a big difference. That you start feeling the deprivation, that pain, the absence, the need, but only because you had before. And it sucks sometimes. Because it is difficult to have and then lose. And it hurts. Imagine having and then losing, having and then losing, having again and then losing. Oh, you get it again and then you lose it again. And sometimes it's your fault. I've noticed that I've been very unfair with myself. Because what I've tried to embed in you, what I try to instill in you, is that we must be both. We must be strong. And we must be wise, intelligent, forgiving. People mistake a good heart for someone that can be abused and taken advantage of. And I dislike that very much. In fact, I detest it. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of. Yet I myself am guilty of allowing myself to be taken advantage of. That's not cool. I wouldn't want you guys thinking that was okay, but I refuse to believe there's a better way, that there isn't a better way. I know that there is. Sometimes it's all about just walking the path and understanding when you turn. You're already on the right road. And things start to look a little easier. We all want it. Some of us are willing to walk far. Some of us aren't willing to walk it out. Some of us can't walk that out. But to keep from people things that are theirs, it's just as wrong. And that's why you ask nicely. Very difficult for me to speak to you guys about the very thing that I find difficult to understand and still grasping, because it did hurt my feelings very much. It shook my foundation. Everything I felt, how do you say, I felt wrong. I felt bad. Let's go down this alley real quick. Imagine going your whole life thinking, I'm a scientist. And then realizing first scientists were monks. Again, it's not that I was mad at God. In fact, sometimes I act as though opposite of, but only because I wouldn't want anyone to taint what is beautiful. When I was raising you two, I had that mentality. Already spiritual in a way without knowing it. I saw it from a scientific standpoint, which justified it. But I didn't put much thought into it. I just connected what I thought were very logical and easy to explain scenarios. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, you realize how really deeply connected and embedded we all are with one another and into the whole. So what I was opposite of for you guys, it was so that you guys unite and work together. Because I know that it's only through working together and working as a family and understanding what bond is and what love is and deprivation of the sun can do. You get cold. This is why holidays came about. We had deprivation. So what happens when you're cold? Put on a sweater. What happens when you don't put on a sweater? Oh, you're gonna feel that coldness. We're warm-blooded animals. We're not reptiles. Some of them, they need to be on a rock, standing over it, letting the sun hit it as it steps on the rock or the stone and absorbs the heat from above and below. We adapt. We have homeostasis. We have a need to have equilibrium built in within us. It's interesting. And we instinctively, but only through divine grace, know what to do. Because if we instinctively think we know what we're doing from an animalistic standpoint, it could lead to problems. I don't have all the answers, but I miss having these discussions with you. This, to me, is no different than me speaking to you while you guys are in the back seat, except I get no feedback. So it does hurt. But at one point, after not hearing back from you guys, I wanted to give up. I don't want to feel it. The deprivation of you hurts. You know, hugging one another is a way to stay warm. We usually get together, a hen, stays on top of its eggs, warms the eggs, and then the eggs hatch, and the chicks. And we, during the holidays, we get together, we get to the big house, the warehouse, the one that